The blood, I have people that needs the blood too, aside from him. At least 35-40 for the head. The heart, which is the dried one, they bury it, sometimes 40-50. The hand, 25-25. But if they're taken for the left hand, it's 30.
A few weeks before Ademola was due to return from Osun State to Lagos, he had been spending time at a local bar he had frequented for 4 or 5 years. He was a familiar face there, known to many of the regulars. One of the young men he had gotten to know at the bar was a man named Lukmon. About a week before Ademola was set to travel back to Lagos, Lukmon asked him if he could come along. He wanted to go to Lagos. Ademola agreed without hesitation. He would take Lukmon with him. What Lukmon did not know, and had no way of knowing, was that by the time Ademola agreed to that request, he had already received an order for fresh human body parts. He had already seen Lukmon, not as a friend, not a travel companion, but an easy opportunity. They made the journey to Lagos together. After arriving in Lagos, Ademola took Lukmon to meet a traditional herbalist. This was standard procedure in Ademola's operation. Before any killing was carried out, the herbalist would first consult an oracle to determine whether the operation would succeed without bringing problems back on the group. The consultation had to be cleared before anything moved forward. On the night they brought Lukmon, the herbalist said he wanted to carry out a test. He walked a short distance away from where they were all standing and then placed 4 kola nuts on the ground. He told each of them to pick one up. Lukmon, unsuspecting, bent down to pick up his kola nut as he straightened up and turned back around. The herbalist grabbed a gun that had already been hidden nearby. He shot Lukmon on the spot and he died instantly. This happened at approximately 11 p.m. At around 12:30 a.m., the group began cutting Lukmon's body. They removed the parts that had already been ordered by Ademola's customers. Those parts were the head, the heart, and the left hand. The herbalist kept one of the hands for himself and collected some of the victim's blood, which had its own buyers. The remaining body parts were divided into bags. Ademola took only the parts his customers had specifically requested. He told the police that he could not carry everything. The prices Ademola gave to the police for the parts he sold painted a clear picture of how this trade worked. A fresh human head sold for between 45,000 and 50,000 naira. A head taken from an exhumed corpse was sold for between 30,000 and 35,000 naira. A heart fetched 70,000 naira. Hands sold for between 25,000 and 50,000 naira, depending on the buyer. Human blood also had a market. The Lagos State Police Command received intelligence from members of the public that eventually led investigators to Ademola and his network. Officers began following the trail, and through careful intelligence work, they tracked down and arrested multiple members of the syndicate. Ademola was among those taken into custody. Among those arrested alongside Ademola were Ahmed Wahab, also known as Hafa Bororo, a 52-year-old man who operated from Badagry in Lagos State and also from Osun State, serving as a distributor who supplied body parts to clients in multiple locations. Also arrested were an Osun priestess, an Ifa priest, an Islamic cleric, a traditional medicine practitioner, a community chief, and several other suspected members of the network. Human body parts were recovered as exhibits during the investigation. At the time of the announcement, additional suspects remained at large and the trail was still continuing. When Ademola was questioned, he confessed, and what he told investigators revealed a criminal career that had started with grave robbing and escalated steadily into murder for hire. He explained that his entry into the trade had come through a friend who had since died. In the beginning, he and others exhumed bodies from cemeteries and removed parts from corpses that had already been buried. Among themselves, they referred to these as dry bodies since nobody was killed and the bodies were already in the ground. Then the market changed. His customers stopped wanting parts from buried corpses. They wanted fresh parts, meaning parts taken from people who had just been killed. Ademola made the transition. He moved from grave robbing to actual killing. He admitted to murdering 2 people. The other murder, separate from Lukmon's, had involved a victim who fought back. The herbalist had instructed the group to feed the victim well before carrying out the ritual. During the attack, the herbalist attempted to break the victim's neck, but his grip slipped. The victim, in what appeared to be a final act of resistance, grabbed hold of the herbalist and refused to let go. Ademola also told the police about another contract he had been approached to carry out. According to his statement, a traditional ruler in Badagry had wanted his own son killed because the son was causing him trouble. The the traditional ruler reportedly wanted the entire body, including the head, and was prepared to pay well for it. Police noted this allegation, but the full details of that matter remained part of the ongoing investigation. He told investigators that before any killing was carried out, the herbalist had to be consulted. The oracle had to confirm that the operation would succeed without bringing problems back to the group. The spiritual clearance came first, then came the killing. He named Ahmed Wahab, also known as Afa Bororo, as the man he supplied. Afa Bororo would then distribute to clients in Lagos State and Osun State. The network was not a single person operating alone. It was a structured supply chain, from the identification of victims to the killing, to the harvesting of parts, and to the distribution to end buyers. Ademola said the only person he could truly say he regretted killing was Lukmon.
Actually, from the first place, I do good cemetery to remove corpse through a friend of mine, but he's now late, around the Besa, Osun State. The first person I met then in this group was Alaji Bororo. He met me through one Mama Osun. So at the point in time, that was 2022. He now called me that Ade, he doesn't know if they can see fresh human parts. Once it is being buried, we call it dry. Either it is still cold, it is still, since we are not the one that murdered the person, it's not live killing, it was buried already, so we call it dried one. And I was in okay, there was a local bar there. I do go there to drink. Normally, they've known me that I do travel there consistently since about 4 or 5 years. So when I meet anybody, okay, I will do Mary for them next. Then the guy now met me. Maybe a week to the time I'm coming back to Lagos. That let me go to Lagos with you. I said, okay. So actually, I saw the opportunity because they've ordered already. So I called Oshetua. Oshetua, someone is coming to Lagos. The order was human head, the heart, the hand, and not occasionally the leg, but not always. We were drinking. The guy was taking the cigarettes because he drinks a lot. So I don't know how they want to come, how they want to do the work. So I'm telling us that this water, what is it called, this and this, and he said he wants to go inside to bring a kola nut. Yeah, this 4 phase. He picked the ground and said, okay, he wants to do a test for all of us. So he went maybe 12 footsteps ahead of where we are and placed the 4 pieces of groundnut down and said each one of us should go and pick. Immediately the guy stood up. I just saw the babas stood up immediately. You know, the guy is moving. Yeah, he's backing us already. So the man stood up. It seems the gun is placed on this bush, this thing, you know, this earth. It's placed at the edge. So the man just picked the gun. And immediately the guy picked the kola nut, turning back. The man shot Lukmon immediately, and he died on the spot. They shot the guy around 11 p.m. So around 12:30 or so when we started working, cutting and dismembering the body and everything. So after dismembering the body, we finished around 3:30. So I picked what they ordered: the head, the heart, the left hand. The Baba have taken one, the left hand and blood. Baba and Balogun, my friend, they put the the other part into 2. Baba took his own. They said, which one am I taking? I said, I can't pack everything. If I need anything, I will call Balogun. Maybe he will meet me around the way I will call it. Okay. The blood, I have people that needs the blood too, aside from him. So at least 35-40 for the head. The heart, which is the dried one, they bury it, sometimes 40-50. The hand, 25-25. But if they're taken for the left hand, it's 30. The only person I can say maybe I regret is Lukmon. I can say his name. But Said has even given me one part when I traveled to Okeo, which I met him around Iduora. We're sitting, we're talking this, and he said, okay, come and go and make divination for him. Make divination, he said this, and he's going to do some ritual and this and this. Okay. And in the divination, the divination said we should feed him well before he's being killed. I said there's no problem. So while he was trying to maybe to bend the neck, break the neck, his hand, his finger, he's going to show you, slip into the guy's, and with his last strength, the guy. So the guy did not release the hand. He's a king in the Republic. So I said, okay, there's no problem. He said he needs someone to kill his son. Let me just be sweet. He said, okay. Okay, this person you're talking about, what did he need? And this thing, is it just to kill? He said, no, he needs the head. In fact, everything entirely, but he's going to pay well. I'm being considerate, but the way this thing is, they are still going to pick your son because your son is aware. In what you recovered from Mama's house is the son that even used that thing to that extent. Mama knows everything.
The Lagos State Police Command confirmed that the suspects would be charged to court as soon as the investigations were completed. Under Nigerian law, the charges against those involved in this syndicate would be extremely serious. Murder carries the death penalty. The additional offenses of selling human body parts, conspiracy, and involvement in rituals connected to killing would compound the severity of what each arrested member of the network faced. What do you think about this case? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel or page for more true crime stories.